Hi, this is Kelly with Four Legs Up Barbecue, Kelly's Barbecue Seasonings, and K4L Drum Cookers. Today in this video we're going to talk about how to clean your K4L Drum Cooker. So let's get going. So what do we need to do to clean a K4L Drum Cooker? Well, the big thing is we need to get all the grease up out of the bottom of the cooker where the fire basket sits. All that pork fat, pork grease, all that beef fat, all that beef grease, chicken grease goes to the bottom, and then if it builds up enough with that fire basket in the bottom, it's going to start to burn that grease, and that burnt grease tastes bad, smells bad. You don't want to get that flavor on your food as you're cooking, so you got to get it cleaned up. One of the other things that happens is you get grease fires. And one of the other things that happens is you get grease fires. This is one of my older cookers. Got a grease fire in it, and it burned the paint off of the outside. You can see there. Didn't really hurt anything. Caught it soon enough that we didn't have a big roaring fire in it. Didn't have any meat on or anything at the time, so nothing really got hurt. So how are we going to clean these cookers? Well, the best thing to do is take it to the car wash. I'm really lucky. I've got a hot water car wash here in town. After every barbecue contest, usually the next day on a Sunday or sometime during the week, I'll go in and wash all my cookers out. So I'm washing them out after every cook. Ideally, that's the way you want to clean your cookers, is after every cook. But I also know that it's not going to happen. I don't get them cleaned if I'm not going through the car wash. If I'm sitting at home here, I think the last time this one's been cleaned was probably 2-3 months ago. I just don't get them hauled into town. We all get busy with other things. So if you know you're not going to get to the car wash in the next couple of times you cook, what we're starting to use now is oil dry, leak spill. It's the old oil dry that all automotive shops used for years. A lot of them are still using it. They've got some different stuff now that they're using, but this is nothing but a clay product. So this is nothing but a clay product, just ground up, dried clay. Throw it in there and oil soaks up to it. So works really good in our drums to soak up that oil in the bottom, to keep away from that burning grease, grease fires, all that stuff. That does not mean that we never have to pay attention to it. We still need to clean our cookers every once in a while. Again, probably every third cook, fourth cook, just kind of depends on what you're cooking, to go along with it. So what we're going to need to do all this, we're going to go show you how to clean out the oil spill that I've already got in it, or the oil soak. We're going to need a scraper and a shop vac. So let's get started. So let's get started. Get your nitrile gloves on. I'm going to scrape this wire brush, the grates down just a little bit. If I got any chunks on there, they're going to fall down onto flame diffuser, which I've still got in there. All right. One of the things that you got to remember with this flame diffuser, this stuff, the bubbly burnt grease stuff, tends to get build up on it. If you get too much of that build up right around the center, where the holes are, where it's pretty narrow for the air to get through, and that's what it's designed for, you won't get any airflow through the center. All your airflow is going to come to the outside, defeating the purpose of our flame diffuser. So we just get the scraper in there. Scrape that out. It's kind of the way I like to do it. Set it up on the charcoal basket in the bottom. It makes it pretty easy to scrape then. There we go. Flame diffuser is all cleaned up, good enough for what we need. You know, kind of check the back, make sure we don't have big chunks hanging off, burnt grease hanging off there somewhere. Yeah, it looks good enough. You can go ahead and pull your charcoal basket out, shake that out. So now we got all the chunks off of our grate, and the flame diffuser are down on the bottom. So now we get to play with the shop vac. Cool. Get this flange. Of course, that's kind of on the outside. Grease does sit on there. Usually not a lot, but I do like to get some on there. Some oil soak on there, but you got to get it cleaned up too. Okay, so here's where the scraper comes in really handy again. We've got some of that oil soak and grease stuck to the bottom. It's not real hard yet. So there we go. One more shot with the. Now, one more shot with the shot vac, and we'll be done. there we go, and we are done. See how simple that is? Also notice when I was doing this, get your hose inside the air intake tubes, just in case if you moved the cooker, loaded it up in the back of the pickup or something, you didn't get some of that oil soak that rolled up into the intake tubes and you're not getting them blocked. So then to get ready to cook again, yes, I'll put close to almost that much back in it. Get some over and fill up the pipe drain, because that's where some of that grease is going to run as well. Okay, go around the outside. You don't need very much in the center. And then I just get a handful. 4 handfuls. Go around the flange. You're done. You're ready to cook. The bentonite clay that this stuff's made out of will not give you any off flavors or anything else. We've been using it for quite a while. So that's one way of cleaning out your K4L drum cooker.